It was the last period of the day, and Kayla sat in her history class, her fingers tracing the rim of her notebook absent-mindedly. The bell would ring soon, signaling the end of the school day, but Kayla wasn't thinking about the weekend or the upcoming homework. Her thoughts were consumed with the fact that, once again, she had become the target of the school's bullies. Kayla was no stranger to their taunts. Every day, it seemed like they had something new to say, some new insult to hurl at her. It wasn't just her dark skin they hated. It was her quiet strength, her resilience, her refusal to be broken. They didn't know how much they had already pushed her, how much their words had already cut deep. But she had learned to keep her emotions locked behind a mask of indifference. It was the only way to survive. The bell rang, and Kayla grabbed her bag, ready to leave for the day. She knew they would be waiting for her. Her heart sank as she walked down the hallway toward the bathrooms. It was the usual route, the one she had taken countless times before. But today felt different. Her instincts were on high alert, warning her that something wasn't right. She pushed the bathroom door open, and as she did, she saw them, Jenna, Melissa, and Rachel, waiting for her. They leaned against the walls, their eyes narrowing as she entered. Kayla's stomach twisted. She tried to keep her head down, hoping that if she didn't acknowledge them, they would leave her alone. But it was too late. Jenna stepped forward, a smirk spreading across her face. "Well, well, well. Look who decided to show up," Jenna sneered. "Did you really think you could avoid us forever?" Kayla felt her pulse quicken, but she refused to let fear take over. She straightened her shoulders, lifting her chin slightly. "I'm not afraid of you," she said, her voice steady but quiet. Melissa let out a mocking laugh. "You should be," she said, stepping closer. "You're nothing but a freak, Kayla. A black freak. You don't belong here." Rachel joined in, her voice dripping with malice. "You should just leave. Go back to wherever you came from." Kayla's fists clenched at her sides, but she forced herself to remain calm. This was nothing new. They had said worse before, but there was something about today that felt different, something that made her feel as if she couldn't just let it slide anymore. "You're not going to get away with this," Kayla said, her voice a little louder now, a little firmer. She took a step back, making sure to put space between her and the girls. Jenna, Melissa, and Rachel exchanged glances, their smirks widening. "Oh, what's this? Are you going to fight back now?" Jenna taunted. "Go ahead. Try it." Kayla could feel her heart pounding in her chest, but she knew she couldn't give in to the fear, the anger that bubbled up inside of her. She had learned over the years that violence wasn't the answer. She wasn't going to stoop to their level, but she also wasn't going to back down. Without a word, Kayla turned toward the bathroom door as though she were about to leave. She knew it was a risk. Showing weakness could make them even more determined to break her. But it wasn't about showing weakness. It was about showing them that she had control, that she was above their petty games. The girls laughed, thinking that they had won. But Kayla wasn't done. She didn't stop at the door. Instead, she opened it slowly, just enough for them to think she was leaving. Then in one swift move, she slammed the door shut, locking it behind her. The sound of the lock clicking into place sent a jolt of shock through the bullies. They froze for a moment, uncertainty crossing their faces. Kayla turned to face them, her back to the locked door, her eyes blazing with a quiet fire. "You want to mess with me?" she said, her voice low and dangerous. "Then you'll have to deal with me on my terms." The girls took a step back, startled by the change in Kayla's demeanor. The confidence in her voice was something they hadn't expected. It made them uneasy. "I'm tired of being your punching bag," Kayla continued, her voice growing stronger with every word. "I'm tired of being scared. You think you can just walk all over me, but I'm not going to let you anymore." Kayla took a deep breath, her mind racing with all the things she had wanted to say to them, the things she had kept inside for so long. But now, in this moment, she was no longer afraid to speak her truth. "You don't get to tell me where I belong," she said, her words like a sharp rebuke. "You don't get to make me feel small. I'm not the one who's wrong here. You are." The girls exchanged nervous glances, but Kayla didn't back down. She stood her ground, her eyes unwavering as she stared them down. For the first time, they seemed unsure of themselves. "You've been making fun of me for so long," Kayla said, her voice steady, her gaze intense. "But now it's my turn." Jenna opened her mouth to retort, but Kayla cut her off. "Don't even say it," she said. "You know you've crossed the line. You know I'm done letting you push me around." The silence in the bathroom was thick, suffocating. Jenna, Melissa, and Rachel stood there, caught off guard by Kayla's newfound courage. They had expected her to shrink, to apologize, to cower in fear. But instead, she had done the one thing they couldn't handle. She had stood up for herself. For a moment, no one spoke. Then, slowly, Jenna's smug expression faltered. Melissa looked away, and Rachel shifted uncomfortably. The power dynamic had shifted, and they all knew it. Kayla could feel the weight of the silence, but she didn't flinch. She knew she had won. She didn't need to fight them physically. Her words were enough. The power she had reclaimed was something they couldn't take from her. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Jenna sneered one last time. "You're not worth it," she muttered before turning to walk away, Melissa and Rachel following reluctantly. Kayla watched them go, her heart still pounding in her chest, but this time with a sense of pride. She had faced down her tormentors, and she had come out on top. She had shown them, and herself, that she was stronger than they could ever imagine. As the door swung open and the girls left, Kayla took a deep breath. She wasn't just a survivor anymore. She was a fighter, and she had earned her place in this world. The next day at school, Kayla walked down the hallway with her head held high. Her steps were confident, each one a testament to the strength she had found within herself. The girls no longer dared to taunt her, and Kayla knew that no matter what happened, she would never let anyone take her power away again. Because the next time someone tried to bring her down, they would know. Kayla was no longer the target. She was the one in control. If you found Kayla's story inspiring and empowering, make sure to subscribe and stay connected for more incredible journeys like hers. Don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts below. Let's keep supporting each other. For more stories that inspire and uplift, make sure to follow Expect Stories.